Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where legends are made and titles are won. Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. I know he thinks he can house everything. Sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Line gets set, first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. Brown wants to pass. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Here's the handoff. Runs for the tackle. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
Makes the catch past the sticks. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
They'll throw it on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
He wants to throw. He lets one fly deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He's on the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bama! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Man, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Past the first down marker and still running. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Touch pass on the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They get to the line quickly. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down, looking for more. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Caught behind the line. It's fair weather. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The AT unit on the field. And it's perfect. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. He'll bring it out. It's long. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To the air, it's Milroe. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got a chance. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. In your own territory, fourth down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Throws to the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Now the toss. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown time. And he's guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll start this drive firing. The short hands. It's Coleman. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. At the 45, on its way. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Pulls it, fired complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Oh, he spun away like a vapor. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position, and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They're going to throw it again. Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Going up top on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end, find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he'll find the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! The Tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all 3 phases of the game, they've been better.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good position.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
To the air, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get 1, it's a nice day. But when you get 2, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, great big plays for this defense.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. And after the huge run, it came at a perfect time for this runner. He's got to catch his breath as we head to the 4th. Back at it to open the quarter with this 1st down play. Brown will throw it. Coming after it. Rifles it down the middle. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
I do not know what happened on that play, but they did forget to cover the big fella. So I might continue to find the big fella. He might have some kind of cloaking mechanism. I don't know what it is, but they didn't want to cover it.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Oh, ball's out! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Comes out throwing on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Working that left side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. On the run, it's Milroe. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense.
It's a fake. The holder's going to try to toss it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Hard running there. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Brown wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. Now let's see what happens.
Quick release on the RPO. Got room at the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Got it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick.
And I would say this is one of the hardest things to do in football. When you know an onside kick is coming, you're not going to get it very often, but they perform it, and they got a chance to go down the field now and go win this game.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
and take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
Now on first down from the 40. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Lambert Smith. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're bringing heat. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Fairweather. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. It is perfect. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. Feeling some heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.